At this very important occasion, while wishing you all the very best for your career endeavors, I would like to emphasize some important thoughts as well. Qualification and education are completely two different meanings. We need you to be educated much more than qualified. On the other hand, your present day challenge is not to seek after teaching, but resort to self-learning. We wish you to be great learners. And also remember, the teachers who are present here and many whom you will be meeting in time to come are the ladders you climb through in your life. Hope you will remember their contributions to your life success forever. Thank you and wish you all the best in your future endeavors.
Members of the head table, invitees, staff, parents, and dear students. Let me start by congratulating all those who received the diploma after completing rigorous training program at the OpenArc. This program basically gives opportunity for those who seek higher education in the computing field to not only to learn about what this computing related subject matter, but also while learning to be able to practice what you are learning. As the head mentioned, basically the emphasis here given on the work aspect first priority and then the education. With respect to IT, or whatever the terminology used to describe the use of technology, the work aspect is a key element, and beyond that, you learn while working. You will find it difficult to practice the work requirements unless you keep up with whatever the technology developments. So the best way to experience the new developments is to be engaged in the work environment while doing your education. Now, usually when one goes to school for education, most of the time we think after the school education, your learning process is now over, and now you move on with the society, with employment and so forth. However, this is not the same, or it won't work the same in this field. That is because technology is something that won't remain the same for a long period. So you need to keep up with new developments. To do that, you need to keep on learning, relearning, and being up to date with how technology would be used to carry out the required task. So this particular program, being industry oriented, provides that opportunity for those engaged to involve with that real use of technology, and hence be ready to face the needs of the industry. Due to this rapid change in the technologies and the need to have the skill of learning and relearning, one needs to have a skill beyond the secondary level. So generally, the industry expects you to have a degree equivalent qualification to ensure that you could move on with these new developments. Otherwise, these technologies will move forward, new things will come up, and you will left behind, not being able to keep up with the developments. So having got this opportunity to get this working experience while studying gives you an added advantage. So I'm also happy to do a degree. The system, how it works in this country, is typically based on the GC advanced level, and then again when students are provided the opportunity to pursue a degree, only a small percentage are basically lucky with such opportunities. So usually we have over 120,000 successfully completing the degrees, but then less than 20,000 get such opportunity from the system available within the country. And that also, it's not the course one targets to pursue or the career you want to pursue is restricted or decided by what opportunities you get from this selection process. So this type of program gives the opportunity for those interested in this IT field to straight away select and then move forward in this path. As industry is concerned, industry requires large number of graduates annually, and the number we produce is still far behind the actual demand. So the numbers concerned, they're asking about 7,000 for a year. That is because the IT industry do most of the business through the export market, the software development, and undergoing this program, you have already got exposure to practicing the development process. So we, as part of the internal programs done at the University of Colombo, we have a compulsory industry placement for all our students, because we want to make sure they'll be industry ready when they graduate. And that program, within the limitations, we could cater only for 6 months. But the industry wants at least 1 year. So that means you have got a better opportunity to learn while being more industry ready compared to the rest who joins the industry annually. So you need to look at what you should do next. So from this diploma, you should aim at moving towards the degree program. And as you are in an environment where the development plus the education all done in the same environment, you would be able to prepare it much easier compared to an alternative person who would be working and then studying for the exams, because the two needs will be quite different with respect to someone working in a different environment. The IT industry is not a typical like 8 to 4 type of office work. Most companies has to meet the requirements of their clients who are situated outside Sri Lanka, and most cases, because of the time difference, they start work during our late hours. So most who work in other environments struggle to keep up with that sort of working in conditions, and then continuing with the educational needs so that you could be successful in your education activities. So you should consider yourself as lucky in that sense. We got this opportunity, and some of them as full scholarships. And once you complete the degree, you will see the rewards and with opportunities not only locally, elsewhere as well. So we look at IT as a global employment opportunity situation. So therefore, once you complete and get qualified, you will be able to, you should be able to aim at be facing whatever the opportunities that come across from any part of the world. To work in this sort of scenario,